It's Listen with OC. On this episode, we have the OG of OGs, Keke, one half of Kenny and D1, the guys that put together one of the biggest record labels we've seen on this side of the continent, Kennis Music. From Two Face Idibia to Azidos, I could just keep going on. They changed the face of Nigerian pop music to what we call today Afrobeats. So all you need to do right now, sit back, relax, and listen. It's Listen with OC, and it's a surreal moment for me because I used to watch you on TV as a kid, literally. My brother that lives in the States right now used to be a big consumer of Nigerian entertainment. I wasn't. I was mainly into foreign stuff, PDD, the Notorious B.I.G. and Nas. But there was something about him that he constantly would watch Primetime Africa. He would say, oh, there's a new music video that's going on. And that's how I got into the rhythm of seeing you, Keke, the Prof, just doing their thing. It was different. It was fresh. It was primetime TV. And it was nothing like we've seen on Nigerian television, just growing up. And I'm here sitting down now and, having you on the show. It's, like I said, it's a surreal moment for me. So thank you so much for being
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. So how did this entire music thing start for you? Because as far back as I remember, you and D1 started as radio presenters on Ray Power. So from radio presenters to owning one of the biggest record companies on the continent, so why that transition?
It's a long story.
Okay.
Well, we start from somewhere.
Yeah.
Music for me started from when I was in high school.
Okay.
From high school to my university.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I grew up in Los Angeles.
Okay.
So I'm open to all kinds of musicians before they blew up. And after blowing up, I met them, I saw them, we partied together at the clubhouse. So I know exactly what's happening. So when I came back to Nigeria, courtesy High Chief Dr. Raymond Alekudokwe,
May so rest in peace.
Amen. Yeah. When I came back, I had 2 songs with me, my personal songs. It was amazing.
Yeah.
When we started radio, we were playing all foreign music, like you said.
Yeah.
Notorious B.I.G., Michael Jackson, Tupac, Amaru Shakur, of blessed memories, and so many foreign music. And Dr. Dokwesi said, all these guys you are playing, do you know them? Say, we from LA. We know the kind of music you listen to when you're in Los Angeles, and that's what we wanted to bring to Nigeria. Look for Nigerian musicians. Play that. So they don't have CD. And at that time, Ray Power, no production except compact discs.
Yeah.
They say, we will buy CD makers, convert their songs onto CDs, and again play their CDs. He was the first person to buy a CD maker in Nigeria at that particular time.
Oh wow!
And we were transferring all those songs onto CDs.
Yeah.
The first one we transferred was Daddy Shoki.
Okay.
And after Daddy Shoki, we now produced Mio Shakomo.
Okay.
Inside Ray Power Studios.
So Shakomo was recorded in Ray Power Studios?
In Ray Power Studios.
Oh, wow.
So few months ago,
yeah,
people were saying all kind of stuff. I just kept quiet. I didn't say anything. They've had some pre-production from so many places, but the final mixing, the final gong mix, and of course all those final stuff on Mio Shakomo was inside Ray Power Studio.
Okay.
And from there, we played it, and we played it like mad.
I can imagine.
Like mad, because it was the only song that we have access to. Yeah. And again, being part of the production gave us enough love to showcase what we had. And guess what?
Yeah.
That song was not on Kennis Music at that particular time. Yeah.
But was Kennis Music existing at that time?
Not really.
Okay.
Not really. So it was after Tony was asked to leave.
Remedies?
Yes, Remedies asked Tony to leave. He left. He just came to me with a song.
Okay, what song was that?
The first one, Omotoba Mike Kobodo Koja.
Okay, I can remember that.
Yeah, it was the first single.
Okay.
And I loved the song.
Okay.
At that time, he was not even talking about record label. He just said, Baba, can you play this song?
Okay.
So let me listen to it. I listened to it. Yes, we can play the song. We started playing it. At that particular time, when Tony came, Kennis Music has started.
Okay.
We started with a inspirational musician, jazz musician.
Local Nigerian artist.
Yes, Kunle Ajayi.
Okay.
The guy that blows saxophone for Daddy Gio.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it was his record that we forced to release.
Oh, wow.
After that record, we now released my sister's record.
Okay.
Because she's a musician.
Yeah.
She was Kennis in brand.
KSB, right?
KSB, yes. Yeah. And again, she encouraged Kennis Music to come out.
Okay.
Because I was under employment with that communications.
Yeah.
So go ahead, just promote, I will handle it. And she did. The next thing after that was her own record label. Her own records album.
Yeah.
After the release of the record album, we now brought out Tony Tetuila.
Oh wow.
Yes.
So at the time when you put out the song with Tony Tetuila, you were still on Ray Power.
Yes, I was.
Okay.
So the record came out, the first song came out.
Yeah.
People were feeling it. They were not sure what exactly is happening.
Yeah.
Then the second single came out.
Which was
Omode Meta Shere.
Omode Meta Shere. Okay, so at the time I remembered Omode Meta Shere. So at the time Omode Meta Shere, he has left Remedies.
Yes, he
Okay,
has
so
left.
Remedies was just Eddie Remedy and Idris Abdul Karim, right?
Correct.
So they were still in the group.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And at that particular time, they were not signed on Kennis Music.
They were not signed on Kennis Music.
They were not.
Okay.
They signed one single record deal with a company.
Okay.
And just one single.
Just a single.
Just a single.
Okay.
So when the record Omode Meta Shere, the album was almost done.
Yeah.
Album produced by Paul Play Dairo.
Oh wow, yeah.
Full nice album for that particular time. And again, till now, I'll still listen to the album.
Okay.
Say, okay, let's release the song. Then we now signed Tony Tetuila.
Yeah.
When Tony was signed, we knew it was Kennis Music, and the energy was heavy.
Yeah.
On the song Omode Meta Shere, the song was everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm very sure.
I remember, yeah.
And the song was a song they dissed Idris Abdul Karim. Yeah. It's a song.
It's a song, yeah.
So after that, Remedies now went on their own. After the expiry date of that 1 year single deal, they came to me that they wanted Kennis Music to bring them. I said, no problem.
Okay.
And again, I knew Tony dissed them on a record.
On the record, yeah.
And I knew that anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
I said, no problem. And again, that was how they also got signed.
Okay, so you signed Tetuila, Eddie Remedy, and Idris as independent artists on the Kennis Music.
After Remedies, after one album.
Okay.
Yes, I signed 2 albums with Remedies.
Yeah.
They released 1 album.
Yeah.
They still owe me 1 album.
Till now?
Till now. If anybody out there signs Remedies, they are signing an illegality.
Okay, cool. So
because
they still owe me one
record as Remedies.
As Remedies together.
Yes.
Okay.
Eddie and
Idris. Okay.
Yes.
So when Kenny's music popped off, when started seeing Tony Tetuila, Idris and them lot. So how were you able to now transition from being a radio presenter to being a full-blown record label executive?
It took a long time.
Okay.
Because I was promoting, spending my every penny, every sweat. Money shows up, spending on the record. Either recording or the video, or promoting or putting the records out on the streets.
Yeah.
After a while, it got so big that this job is no longer a play job. Yeah. Because even before it got big, we went to some record company then that we gave them the news. They said, okay, you want us to sign this record? You're singing 2 foreign music.
Yeah.
Even I don't want to mention name, a particular person. If I mention the name, the whole internet will burst.
Yeah.
Said that the music we are doing is nothing.
Okay.
That we are not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
And we are not going to receive any international awards.
Yeah.
That if we like anything, we should sing like Sonny Ade or Kwam One or Fela Kuti. Yeah. That same year, we took Two Face to Ghana and he won an international award. At Ghana, that particular year, I went on TV, on prime time, I said, Mr. So and so, this is dedicated to you. You said we'll never make it. Yeah. Look at Two Face Idibia bringing in international records from West Africa to the entire world. Congratulations. Thank you, sir.
So who was this person that, didn't believe in the fact that who you signed at the moment, at that time could actually go on towards, making it internationally and also winning accolades from international organizations? I'm curious.
So many people, so many record labels, because we ended up selling the records by ourselves, selling by the boot of our cars, taking it to Oshodi, taking it everywhere, to Alaba, everywhere. And again, take it to some shops where they collect the cassettes from us. That time there was no CD.
There were no CDs, just
no
cassette,
CD, just cassette. Collected the cassettes. Yeah. We don't even collect money. We may give them 2 dozens, and of course, whenever the 2 dozens are sold,
Yeah, we'll come back to collect the money.
collect the money and give them extra ones.
Okay.
That was the way we started. And it was the starting point. There was no internet.
Yeah.
Today, internet has brought a lot of good things to music, not only in Nigeria, entire world.
Okay.
Because even to transfer the music to UK, Ben TV was supportive then.
Yeah.
And again, to South Africa, everywhere we went to, we carried loads of those cassettes.
Yeah.
We could, of course, pushing the Nigerian music physically.
Yeah.
Today, if you record a song right here, I was in the studio before coming to TV studio.
Yeah.
I saw a recording studio. You record a song there. The minute the song is mastered,
send an email.
Send it out.
Yeah, and it's done. Yeah.
To global level, everywhere in the entire world, every corner of the world.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that.
I know, I understand. But I still just want to bring it back to that question.
Okay.
Who was the person that didn't believe that, any of your artists could actually, make it into that?
I won't mention names. I will mention names off air.
Okay.
I don't want to create.
I'll let you guys know. So what gave birth to Primetime Africa?
It was when we left Dark Communication.
Yeah.
Year 2000.
Oh, you left Dark Communication in the year 2000?
Yes.
Okay.
We left 2000, and again, we started our own.
Yeah.
Before Primetime Africa, it was called Primetime Jams.
It was, yeah. I remember, was that the show? Everybody don't come again, come Jamaica is the prime. I remember that. I remember that.
God bless you.
I remember that. I remember that.
Before Primetime Jams, it was AIT Jams.
It was AIT Jams, then it became Primetime Jams.
Absolutely.
Yeah, then it became Primetime Africa.
Exactly.
Okay. Was it because it now moved beyond Nigeria and you wanted to encapsulate the whole continent?
We want the continental name with the show, so that they will know that when we talk, we are everywhere. Because at that particular time, we are also in Ghana, on Metro TV Ghana.
Okay, oh yeah.
Yes, we are also in the UK, in all European,
on
Ben TV, which broadcasts into all European countries.
Oh, wow.
Over 15, 20 countries in Europe. We wanted them to know where we were coming from. Yeah. That is an African entertainment program. And we're showcasing all our music.
Yeah. So I also remember that, there were a lot of people in the industry at the time who were talking about how you guys used to always go for the Grammys. And people used to say, oh, you guys never got access to the Grammys and you're doing most of the shots from like the car park or, from outside the venue and everything. So,
I grew up in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Before coming back to Nigeria, I knew Grammys.
Yeah.
Crepa was the first station to broadcast Grammys live.
Okay.
To everybody. And we cannot do that without buying the rights. Yeah. And if you pay for the rights, expensive though. If you pay for the rights, you are permitted to enter.
Yes.
It's like you pay for FIFA World Cup.
Yeah.
Will you be broadcasting FIFA World Cup from outside?
So why were people coming around?
Haters, man.
Really?
Haters. Even crazy. I still remember a show at a hotel where a comedian saying that Keke and D1, they were saying they went to Grammys. And again, they took the artists with them to Grammys. Yeah. They were just broadcasting from the streets.
Yeah.
We were, Grammys, you cannot bring your camera inside.
Yes.
It's against the law.
Yeah.
Again, to protect the law, everybody will be searched, checked out. We carry gun check, and of course, knife check and camera check on you before you enter. And again, all that particular time, we were therefore, like I said, having assets through the production company, which means we were there 2-3 days before the main event, and we were at the backstage interviewing superstars.
Yeah.
Can you interview superstar from the streets?
Yeah.
They won't even listen to you.
I know.
They will run away from you.
Yeah.
And again, if you don't have assets, how can you do that?
How can you do that? Yeah.
So it was part of talk about people that they like to talk rubbish. And again, we didn't have anything to. We just left them. That time will tell. Yeah. Later on, we now went, people like KC.
Yeah.
When Harry Song was with, had a production with MTN.
Yeah.
They sponsored them, and we were in there together. And so many other people that they saw us together. And again, how can you say that we were broadcasting from the streets?
Yeah. So one of the biggest breakthroughs for Kennis music was signing Two Face Idibia. Two Face was already a household name, with the Plantation Boys. I could remember, in secondary school with the little songbooks and everything. So I used to listen to, Plantation Boys. So what led you to signing Two Face?
Thank you for that question. Big shout out to Tu Baba 24/7.
Yeah.
Two Face is a brother.
Yeah.
But first and foremost, a contract was given to Plantation Boys.
Okay. I didn't know. Nobody. This is the first time I'm here. So
This is the first time saying it.
So you guys wanted to sign Plantation Boys
because of their involvement with Tony Tetuila, with Amodime Tanshere.
Okay.
With that album, I said, okay, let me try to see if I can.
You could sign them. Yeah.
Yes, I gave Austin BlackFace the contract.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay.
You know, after a while, Two-Face now called me. Said he wanted to talk to. I said, talk to me about what? I would love to talk to you. I spoke with him. He said he wants to release he wants to be on his own. I said, well, no problem. And people, sometimes they said, I read it somewhere, that Kenny Ogungbe broke Plantation Boys.
Yeah.
I never did.
Okay.
I've promoted Plantation Boys. I gave them contracts. And again, Tubaba came to me that he wanted to be on his own. And I agreed. And that was after a single has been released by BlackFace when Idris Abdul Karim dissed him. The first person to release single was not even Two-Face. Yeah. Out of Plantation Boys.
It was
BlackFace.
It was BlackFace. Oh,
yes.
Okay.
So after that, and I know the record, I heard the record. You know, after that, Tubada came to me. I said, no problem. And again, I signed him. Yeah. I'm going to tell you a story. I've never heard it before. I've never seen it on TV before. And this will shock you. And the story was basically, you know, there was a record that dissed me.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, that dissed me. And the person that produced the record was OJB Jezreel.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Now, which you later signed to Kennis Music, right?
God bless you.
I know.
God bless you.
I know.
So the record dissed me. I listened to the beats of the record. Beats was fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. I went to Cool FM.
Okay.
And Chris Obosi showed me the CD. I said, this record did abuse you. I said, let me see the CD.
Yeah.
And I look at produced by, they used a black object to cover the name.
Why?
They don't, I guess the producer doesn't want to be known
for a diss track.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I put the stuff up to the light. I saw produced by OJB Jezreel. The name clicked in my head. That time I didn't know him.
Yeah.
I got home, I was wondering, I was asking, you guys know OJB Jezreel? They said, yeah. They gave me his number. I called him. I called OJB Jezreel. It was like, hello, who is this? I said, Kenny, Keke Ogungbe. Okay, Baba Keke, yeah. Say yes, Keke, Kenny. Say, wow, good afternoon, sir. I said, no problem. I have a new artist that I want you to work with. Can you work with us? He said, yes. By that time, I was so happy because the beat that he produced was so well. And I called him. I called to Baba. I said, okay, we have a producer that you're going to work with. Yeah. And again, when I now told him the person is Two-Face, he said, you signed him? I said, yes. Is it with two Plantation Boys or just myself? Just by himself. He said he has a record. He has a song that he would like Two-Face to sing. I said, send it. I said, but if he likes it, he will do it. If he doesn't like it, I can't control him. I have no power over creativity of songs. I sent it to Tubaba. He agreed. He now sang the song.
What song was that?
That was the first song. Yeah. When I remember, I will tell you. Yeah. But where I was going was the fact that if anybody offends you, don't fight him. Just look for positive ways to reconnect and make things better. Because OJB Jezreel, if I should have fought him, he wouldn't have been in a position to have produced the best record for Kennis Music. He wouldn't have been in a position to produce the best album for Kennis Music. And the record was African Queen. Yeah. And the album Face to Face.
Face to Face, yeah.
So if you have anybody you're fighting, just forget it. Be together.
Okay, cool. And a lot of people talk about, how in the last 30 years, one of the most prolific albums to come out from Nigeria. I don't think any artist has been able to, replicate that quality, having an album that you could play from top to bottom. So a lot of people actually said that, the terms of the contract that you signed to Two-Face was more beneficial to you. A lot of people were saying it was more or less like an 80-20 split when it came to royalties. So I just wanted to clarify.
A lot of people will say so many things. Yeah. And again, I'm not in the mood to come out to be telling anybody any story.
I know.
I'm a journalist. Yeah. I'm on air almost every day. Yeah. If anybody says something that is painful to me, I just control myself. I don't go back to say anything or abuse anybody on air. Unless if it gets to the level that is very, very touching. Yeah. What you've said, I've heard many times. Yeah. And anybody has any right to put a contract together. Yeah. If you're dealing with Coca-Cola or anybody, they will give you a contract. If you're happy with the contract, you sign the contract. If you don't, you don't sign.
You don't sign, yeah.
At one of our events, Two-Face's events taking place, was the fact that somebody also mentioned what you mentioned. And I would like to tell you that the contract that we signed was not 80-20. I can say that right here.
Yeah, for a fact, yeah.
For a fact. Again, the contract where we signed for management was 15%.
For you?
Yes.
Okay.
And today I've seen contracts that has 40% for managers.
Yeah.
I've seen contracts that has 50-50 for managers.
Yeah.
Even the 15%, by the time we were discussing with another person that supposed to be managing Two Faze, we now increase it to 20% so that he can earn 5%. And again, from that 15%, we now gave away 2.5%.
Okay.
So that it can be added to his own percentage.
His own percentage.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So it was not. Today's contract is crazy.
Yeah. And we also saw, the rise of Two Faze from that Face to Face album to actually, being one of the first Nigerian artists to have a soundtrack on an international movie, which was Fat Girls, too as well. So how did he feel when Two Faze was, eventually left the label? How was that that exit? Was it something that was done, in all love, or was there some form of acrimony towards him leaving?
Did you hear any acrimony?
Not at all, though.
It was well managed.
Okay, yeah, it was. Yeah.
When you have an artist that is successful, nobody is going to keep an artist to himself forever. Nobody. Okay?
Yeah.
When you have an artist that is successful, you work together. And again, after the after the contract expired, he left, and no issues, nothing. Okay. But it was painful.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that we've worked on him to a certain level, and we felt that he could have renewed this contract, but he did not. Okay. But guess what? Face to Face 10 years anniversary, he came back again.
Oh, wow.
And we now signed another contract.
Okay.
To release Face to Face 10.0.
Okay.
It was a new contract that was signed, and that one was huge percentage that went back to him.
Okay, cool. That's massive.
Yes.
And we saw you, aside Two Faze, we saw you did As It Does. It was almost like if you were a Nigerian artist, back in the early 2000s, and you wanted to make it in the industry, you needed to be on Kennis music. You understand? And when I got into university around 2006, I was driving down Adekunle. I was going to Unilag, and your Hummer was on the other side. It was yellow. It had Life is Beautiful, on the side. And you and D1 were the first non-music people to have that huge endorsement from a major as MTN. So how did that come about?
Well, first and foremost, thank you to MTN.
Yeah.
The yellow Hummers were bought without thinking of MTN.
For real?
For real.
Yeah.
They were bought, we just like yellow because we felt yellow is entertaining and it's bright. But when the Hummer came in, the yellow now looked like MTN yellow.
Yeah.
And again, some of the guys at the agency now talk to us. They said, okay, how about putting the brand on? I said, well, me and you, we agreed.
Yeah.
Why not? Let's do it.
And a lot of the numbers that were, going around that time was like, you guys will pay like 30 million naira each.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, so I know. So that was huge because for me, that I also wanted to get into the music industry.
It was encouraging.
Yeah. I was like, oh, one day I'd probably get that and everything.
We did that to encourage, to promote the music industry.
Yeah.
And again, we thank God that it turned out to be a positive promotion for music industry. We give God the praise for that.
Yeah. So a whole lot has happened, from Kennis music. Then, Idris Abdul Karim was one of, I think, your most controversial artists. You understand? So at the point in time, it became very big. Then the issue with Rugged Man happened. Then the issue with 50 Cent too as well. So how were you able to manage all those fallouts?
Let's take it from
Rugged Man.
No, from relationship between me and Idris Abdul Karim.
Okay.
Idris Abdul Karim, if I have to mention 3 artists that I can say I love, I respect, I would love to associate with, Idris is 1 out of 3.
Okay. Why?
So,
why?
You say why? Because it's so straightforward. Okay. He can die for whatever he believes in. And again, to me, that's loyalty.
Yeah.
He's very loyal. If he believes in you, he can die for you. Yeah. And again, artists are not loyal.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't need to tell you, it's what you know. You may be with artists, you may say good morning, you check outside, it's already evening. Due respect. But Idris Abdul Karim, so loyal, respectful, so religious.
Yeah.
And again, anything he says, I believe. And again, like I said, I love him so much. Controversy, sometimes he discusses with me, sometimes he doesn't.
Okay.
But whatever he believes, I'm very sure there's something in that particular situation that is real to him that people are not saying. And it takes a lot of, can take some explanation for people to see it and for people to understand why he's fighting for that particular situation.
Okay.
Up next, which one do you want to?
The first time, so when I started doing like a deep dive into Nigerian music, Rugged Man was on the scene. Rugged Man was different because he reminded us of Western rap, different from everything that was out there. You understand? Then I remember watching the video where somebody stole Idris's towel. Idris used to have a head wrap, a towel on the head and everything. Then that beef happened. You understand? And a lot of people would say that's Rugged Man beef was part of the things that started to stunt Idris's career as an artist, because a lot of people like what's happening right now between Drake and Kendrick, and so a lot of people said to just pay. Rugged Man was new on the scene, so people were tuned to his sound and everything. So and people started to tune away from Idris. So how did you deal with that beef and how it affected you as a record label executive at the time?
Thank you for that question.
Yeah,
I know people want to hear this.
Yeah,
and again, it's a good question.
Yeah.
The fact remains that people thought I advised Idris Abdul Karim not to reply Rugged Man.
Yeah.
And Rugged Baba also felt that way. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And again, that's what now led to Rugged Baba now dissing me.
Everybody was dissing you, man. And in your head, you'll be like, I'm not even a rapper. I just run the label. What's the problem?
I'm not Didi.
Yeah, what's the problem? Yeah.
When you work so hard, when you don't look at people, people will show their hatred.
Yeah.
And again, like the Rugged Baba's diss against me, brought about OJB. That was one I didn't want to mention his name.
Yeah.
Now I'm mentioning his name.
Yeah.
It was the record done by
Rugged Man.
Yes.
That was produced by OJB.
Yes.
That you heard and later went on to sign OJB.
Yeah, exactly. And OJB now produced the best record
for yourself.
For me.
Yeah, African Queen.
Exactly. If I hate OJB so much, will I call his producer?
I know, at all.
Will I sign his producer?
I know, at all.
With his producer, I've given a chance to produce the best record for me?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Yeah.
So I don't have anything against anybody at all. The artist is different. Yeah. You're an artist, you don't like B, you can do whatever. Creativity is free. Yeah. You can do whatever. If there's anything in there that I don't like, I will tell you and you can change it. Okay. If you don't want to change it, I will not touch it. Yeah. And that happened with Face and Two Face. Yeah. When Face came out with his first single in his record, fantastic record.
It was Face Alone, right?
Face Alone. Yeah. Lovely record, lovely song. And I listened to the song. Asados told him to call me. Yeah. And I went to listen to the song. Lovely song. Yeah. But there's something in the song that I did not like.
Which was?
Ẹni tó bá mọ èèyàn ló ń pa èèyàn.
Yes. Yeah, that means anybody is somebody that knows you that kills you.
Exactly. Yeah. And I said that is Two Face killing you? Yeah. It's music. Do your own song. Yeah. But can you remove that? He said no. Okay. That was why I did not sign him.
Because you were going to sign him?
Exactly.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Asados said I should sign him.
Yeah.
And again, I listened to my artists a lot. And again, I said no, then he didn't. And again, he went his way.
Okay, I see. Then, that album went on to be, very, very hugely successful because he also played on Controversy. If you remember, there be 2, later become 3.
Yes.
Yes. And everybody now had that sympathy or empathy towards Faze, like, okay, they came together and everybody left him to do their own thing.
It's music.
Yeah.
It's music. All those controversy will sell records.
I know.
I used to, Idris Abdul Karim was on my label. He dissed Tony Tetuila. Yeah. Tony Tetuila on my label. Yeah. He dissed Idris Abdul Karim. Yeah. They both on my label. Yeah. What did I do?
No. What did you do?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing, because they both selling records. I couldn't say stop. Yeah. I couldn't say stop to A. I couldn't say stop to B. Yeah. They're selling record. Idris Abdul Karim said, Two Face, you are the plantation. The rest are the boys.
Are the boys, yeah.
If you think I'm lying, go do solo records.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And they did.
Oh, okay.
And look at the result.
I understand. So you signed Asados, already. He had I'm trying to remember the name of the song where he had he didn't have a shirt on and he was DJing.
Okay.
Jesus, I'm trying to remember the name.
Madame.
Yes. So
that particular song, I was in Germany.
Okay.
And the song was being played at a club, and people were dancing to the hit record, and they thought the musician was a
Jamaican artist, yeah.
I said, no, this is a Niger boy. It's on Kennis music.
Yeah.
I have to bring out the YouTube and say, look at Kennis music written on the video.
Yeah.
That's an international record produced by OJB.
Yeah. God rest his soul, man.
Amen.
Yeah, one of the most prolific, Nigerian producers. For me, I think the first time I actually paid attention to OJB was when I heard Sengemenge by Keke. Yeah, I was sitting down, and the beat was nothing like I heard before, and I was like, "Who's this guy?" Then at the end, he had like a verse in it, and he had this. He didn't sound Nigerian because I think he had a lot of Western influences as regards the making of his music.
Right.
Then it was just fresh air, different, and it's sad that now that the Nigerian music industry is as big as it is right now, people like OJB will have been a solid addition to what we have right now.
Absolutely.
So with Kenny's music, with Two Face exactly, like how many records did you actually sell with that Face to Face?
Well, you want me to add the Alaba or don't add the Alaba?
Well, everything was going through Alaba, back in the day.
Alaba, you cannot control.
You can't control, yes.
Because of piracy.
Piracy, yes.
Though you signed that, okay, you're going to produce 1 million, you're going to sell 1 million.
Yeah.
And the 1 million is being paid for.
Yeah.
After that, you don't see anything.
Okay.
And if you try to complain, they will say, you don't pay our money.
Yeah.
Look at the receipt that he collected. And look at the way he's abusing us. So they even went to STV.
Oh, wow.
They waited for me to travel for Grammys.
Yeah.
They now went to STV to complain that this guy is complaining. We've paid him money, that he will soon come back and be complaining. And they were pirating my work.
Your work, yeah.
And guess what? They pirated each other. Guess what?
Yeah.
They're killing each other.
Yeah.
Again, Spotify has made everything so
understand
clear.
Because back in the day, I sat in uni then with my friend, and we're thinking about things to do, after uni, and we're saying when New Metro came to Nigeria and they were selling original CDs at the first floor of the gallery at the time, and we were like, oh, we needed to find a way for artists to actually just make money off their songs, meaning have a store that actually sold original CDs, and people, and the talk of piracy still came up, but the DSP is almost like destroyed and took care of piracy without government intervention. So now artists no longer needed to go to Alaba. All you just need to do is just turn it either through Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you want to just distribute.
And you see your result on daily basis.
You see your result on a daily basis. Yeah. Okay, cool. So after all the artists that came through Kenny's music, does Kenny's music still exist as a record label right now?
That's a question being asked by people. Right now, if you go on Spotify, will you see Kenny's music?
I've not checked.
Answer is yes.
Okay.
If you want to download African Coin, go to Apple Music.
Yeah.
Is Kenny's music there?
Okay.
Answer is yes.
Okay.
So because I'm not recording, does not mean I don't sell music.
Okay.
I'm still there. I'm even talking with an international label that will be able to take us to the next level. They'll be able to take a look at what we're doing and now put international ways into our catalog and make it go more global.
Yeah. So that means you own the masters to a lot of those songs?
Of course. All the songs that are signed.
Oh, you own the masters?
Kennis Music owns.
Own the masters?
Yes.
Oh, wow, fantastic.
Yes.
Oh, I see. But are you looking to sign in any new Nigerian
Yes, I am looking.
Okay.
I'm looking. But the time, Kennis Music is 25 this year.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So once that party is being done, after that, we're looking for who we're going to sign and again project him on into another level. Okay,
that's fantastic. So now the Nigerian music industry has changed. It's almost become very accessible to everybody. And from having just Kenny's music or yourself and D1 being at the Grammys and other major music events, we have a bunch of it's opened up. You understand. And so how does that make you feel as being a pioneer of, some of the things that we young people are now replicating?
I feel so good. And I feel so nice that I'm still alive. That I'm seeing it while I'm alive. Because some people, they are not here anymore. They did so many jobs to make sure Nigerian music is at the global level. And again, the level that Nigerian music is at currently, it's not even the level. It's going even higher. And again, it's whoever that comes in it, that projects, that promotes, that get the job done, that will enjoy it more. For instance, African Coin was the first video to be showcased by MTV.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Okay.
On MTV Africa, MTV Base Africa. The first video to be played was African Queen. I remember Alex coming to my office in Dolphin, requesting for the video. And again, I remember also going to Portugal, receiving the first MTV Bass Award, MTV Europe Award, not even MTV Bass Award, for African Musician of the Year, which was African Queen by Two Faze. Oh, wow. And again, Two Faze was given an award. I was also given an award, being the record label. Again, that was before all these international TV platforms came to Nigeria. Now, Kennis music has been on before all of them, including MTV, Trace TV, BET. Like I said, I grew up in LA. I'm open to all those things. And I came with the knowledge that music is something that well done is next to oil. Yeah. And again, today, 2024 is showcasing that. 2025, 26, 2030 is going to be bigger
than what it is right now.
Exactly. I know some people that they said Nigerian music is dead when we were coming on. And they said, if Nigerian music is not dead, how come some record labels left Nigeria? And again, record labels are coming back to Nigeria. In 2024, there's Sony, there's Warner Brothers, there's UMG, there's Gamma.
I could just keep going on.
I'm telling you, not just one or two or three, but plenty. And again, that tells you we must have been doing something right. And again, the promotion is getting bigger. And it's going to be bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah. So you said something that actually just caught my attention, the fact that you grew up in LA. A lot of Nigerians, see America or the UK as that golden fleece and an opportunity for them to leave Nigeria. So what made you come back?
It was Dr. Dokpesi.
Okay.
Dr. Dokpesi, that's my brother-in-law.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah. When my father died, I was not able to come.
Yeah.
I just had my master's degree. I just got a job.
Yeah.
And again, you got a job, you can't tell your person that you want to go to Africa for anything.
For anything, yeah.
So I was unable to come. I was told he was very, very supportive. After that, he now sent me a note that he knows I live in Hollywood, that come to Nigeria. There's better things in Nigeria to be done. I said, being a young boy, I said, come to Nigeria, just in a very clear, nonchalant, send me a ticket.
Yeah.
And he sent me a first-class ticket.
Really?
Los Angeles to Frankfurt, Frankfurt to Lagos, Lagos back to Frankfurt,
Frankfurt back to Los Angeles. Yeah.
I got it. I said, what? Okay. This must be some serious talk.
Yeah.
I never flew first class in my life.
Yeah.
And I came back to Nigeria. I told my place of work that I'll be gone for 1 week.
Yeah.
I told Dr. Pose I'll be back for 1 week.
Yeah.
I came to Nigeria. I spent 3-4 weeks. I came back to Los Angeles with doctor's report that as I got to Nigeria, I was sick.
Yeah.
I was given some kind of some kind of medical report to showcase I was sick. Yeah. Guess what happened?
What happened?
He was fired. I lost my job. I called Dr. Dokpesi, said, I've lost my job. He said, what are you doing? I told you to come back. Come back. And when I was here for 3 weeks, 1 week that I had the mind of coming to spend was extended to 3-4 weeks because of enjoyment.
Yeah.
And again, showcasing that this is what you can do. This is how you can prepare yourself to the best. And again, I'm here to support. Come on down.
Yeah.
And when I came back and that was it.
And that was it. Okay. Then how did you meet D1 though?
D1, we were in school together.
Okay.
We were in uni together.
Okay.
And you look at two Ijebu boys.
Yeah.
We both went to school in Ijebu.
Yeah.
And again, in Los Angeles, in New Orleans. We both went to school in New Orleans.
Yeah.
In America, you don't know yourself. You now met in a classroom.
Yeah.
You now started befriending yourself.
Yeah.
From there, we now became friends.
Oh, wow. And that friendship is still on till
it's
today?
Still on till tomorrow.
Until tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, that's
he's
amazing.
My brother, he's my best friend.
Yeah.
And he's my number one person.
Okay.
He's a brother.
He's a brother, yeah. So it's great to see now that you're behind Kennis FM. Which speaks to your legacy and a long list of everything that you've been able to do as regards the development of the Nigerian music industry. So when we are not here anymore, what's that one thing that you want people to actually, when they mention Kenny Ogumbe, what's that one thing that you want them to always remember you?
Kennis.
Kennis.
Kennis, anything. Kennis music, Kennis FM, Kennis TV, Kennis oil, Kennis air, Kennis properties, Kennis cola.
Yeah, anything Kennis, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so of all the artists that you signed, and and all, which is that one artist that you beat your chest and you say, yes, I made the right choice to actually sign it?
Two Face Idibia.
Okay.
Now to Baba.
Not too Baba.
Yes. He's a perfect gentleman. Perfect gentleman to the core. Then Idris Abdul Karim, another perfect gentleman to me, to the core. Let me tell you another story. Then Don Jazzy once told me, I told Don Jazzy about when Idris and Don Jazzy are having some kind of stuff. And I told Don Jazzy that it's not a problem, that I can connect them, that together, Idris is a straightforward man. Listen, he said, Idris respects you. Yeah. I don't want to be involved, though. Yeah. But the respect Idris has for me is the respect Idris has for everybody. I can say that here. He's not here with us. Yeah. The spirit is here. Idris respects everybody. He either show you love, or maybe from your own attitude or what you've told him or what he gathered about you, it can be rough. Okay. But that's nice. So this has been a very enlightening conversation that we've had. Thank you. A lot of things that I didn't have, and also the viewers back home didn't have an opportunity to actually learn about the Nigerian music industry, and the very important part that you played in growing it to where we are right now. From doing, and also I can remember Lekki Sun Splash. One of the biggest gatherings on the beach. It was nothing like I'd ever seen before, and you guys were also behind it. To everything that you guys have done in building the industry to where it is right now. So we just wanted to use the opportunity to give you your flowers and to tell you that we remember. Thank you. And to also let you know that where the music industry is right now, we will not get here without the foundations, the likes of you and Dion and the late Dr. Dogbesi, and a bunch of other people played in actually just growing and fostering what we have today. Thank you, Osi. Yeah, no problem. Much appreciated. No problem. This is the first time I'm going to be on such one-on-one talk in a long while, in a long time. And I really appreciate your time. When you called, I said, well, Osi, I know Osi. Yeah. Because people, I don't know, maybe they don't have enough courage to call me. Yeah. I said, Osi, I will come to your show. Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much. Really so appreciate much for having me. I appreciate you. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. It's been Listening with Osi. Till we come your way again with the next episode with yet another OG or someone else that will give us insights to Nigeria's modern day Afrobeats.
In 3, 2, 1, and action.
Hello, my name is Kenny, Keke, Kenny Ogungwe. Those close to me, they call me Baba Keke. And again, you are watching Listen with Osi. Don't go anywhere. Stand by.